We are now in the final full week of the month, and the excitement is building as the 2025 NFL Draft is just a month away. The anticipation is growing, and all eyes are on what moves the Cowboys will make to strengthen their roster for the upcoming season. Leave your like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. As the draft draws closer, teams across the league continue to evaluate prospects, weighing their options for filling key positions. While there is still time for trades or free agent signings, many teams are shifting their full attention to scouting the top talent available. For Dallas, recent draft visits have primarily focused on offensive playmakers. This aligns with the growing speculation that the Cowboys could use their number 12 overall pick to select a wide receiver or a running back, positions that could provide an immediate boost to their offensive firepower. With so much happening around the league, let's take a closer look at some of the biggest Cowboys-related headlines currently trending across the web and social media. One of the most pressing topics for the Cowboys this offseason is contract extensions. Several key players are due for new deals, and Dallas must decide how to prioritize their signings. At the top of the list is Micah Parsons, one of the most dominant defensive players in the league. Parsons has been a game-changer for the Cowboys, consistently disrupting opposing offenses and elevating the team's defensive performance. Ensuring that he remains a cornerstone of the defense for years to come is a must for Dallas. Beyond Parsons, the Cowboys also need to lock in long-term deals for rising stars like cornerback Darren Bland, offensive lineman Tyler Smith, and tight end Jake Ferguson. Each of these players has proven to be a valuable asset, and securing their future in Dallas should be a high priority. Blogging the Boys recently took a deep dive into how the Cowboys should approach these contract negotiations, offering insights into which players deserve extensions first and what it could mean for the team's salary cap strategy. Another major storyline for the Cowboys this offseason is their search for a new backup quarterback. With longtime backup Cooper Rush departing in free agency, Dallas must find a reliable option to sit behind Dak Prescott on the depth chart. One intriguing candidate is Texas Longhorns star Quinn Ewers. The Cowboys have reportedly scheduled a meeting with Ewers in the weeks leading up to the draft, signaling serious interest in adding him to their quarterback room. Ewers, known for his strong arm and ability to extend plays, could be an excellent developmental option for the Cowboys. While he wouldn't be expected to start anytime soon, he could provide insurance in case of an injury to Prescott and eventually develop into a key asset for the team. InsideTHStar.com recently examined Ewers' potential fit in Dallas, breaking down why he could be the perfect addition to the Cowboys' quarterback situation. With so many developments surrounding the Cowboys, here are some quick-hit headlines that have been making waves in recent days. The Cowboys trade down and land 3 national champions in a 4-round mock draft. A team insider confirms Dallas' interest in trading for a young quarterback prospect. An NFL draft analyst suggests the Cowboys should trade up to select elite defensive back Travis Hunter. Analysts urge Dallas to acquire an explosive WR before the draft to bolster their offense. The Cowboys could address their QB depth issue by targeting the 2024 college football passing leader. Dallas is set to host a top safety prospect for a pre-draft visit. The Cowboys are expected to meet with a running back prospect who has a deep personal connection to the team. A recent mock draft predicts the Cowboys will draft a future Pro Bowl-caliber offensive lineman. The next few weeks will be crucial for the Cowboys as they finalize their draft strategy and explore potential roster moves. With contract negotiations looming, draft decisions to be made, and the search for a new backup quarterback underway, the team has plenty of key choices ahead. Fans should stay tuned as the countdown to the 2025 NFL Draft continues. The Cowboys have a chance to make significant moves that could shape the team's future and position them as serious contenders in the upcoming season. As always, Cowboys Nation, stay locked in for all the latest updates, analysis, and breaking news. The road to the NFL Draft is heating up, and Dallas is at the center of it all. The Dallas Cowboys may be eyeing a few standout players from the Texas Longhorns following their dominant 2024 season. As the 2025 NFL Draft approaches, Dallas has a variety of options if they choose to bring in talent from the Burnt Orange program. With prospects available across all 3 days of the draft, let's take a closer look at 6 key players from Texas Pro Day and where they could fit into the Cowboys' plans. One of the most electrifying prospects in this draft class, Matthew Golden, has skyrocketed up draft boards. After a stellar performance at the NFL Combine, where he ran an astonishing 4.29-second 40-yard dash, the second fastest time recorded, his first-round status seems all but secured. At Texas Pro Day, Golden continued to shine, showcasing crisp route running and explosive speed while catching passes from quarterback Quinn Ewers. The only hiccup in his workout came on a deep ball that slipped through his hands, but he made up for it with 8 other solid catches. His hands are strong, his movements are precise, and his athleticism turned heads, drawing audible reactions from scouts. If the Cowboys see Golden as the perfect complement to CeeDee Lamb, they'll need to make their move in the first round. His stock is soaring, and he won't be on the board for long. Alfred Collins was unable to participate in drills at Texas Pro Day due to an undisclosed injury, seen wearing a walking boot on his left leg. No details were provided by the university, and Collins himself did not speak to the media, leaving questions about his status. When healthy, Collins has proven to be a force in the middle of the defensive line. At 6 feet 6 inches and 332 pounds, he possesses a rare blend of size, agility, and power that makes him a formidable run stopper. The uncertainty surrounding his injury could impact his draft stock, but if the Cowboys are looking to bolster their defensive front, Collins could be a strong day 2 option. Texas Pro Day concluded with defensive backs taking center stage, and Jody Barron made sure to leave a lasting impression. His sharp movements in the 3-cone drill and fluid coverage skills stood out, mirroring the talent that earned him the 2024 Thorpe Award. Barron prides himself on versatility, and he made it clear to reporters that his ability to play multiple positions, including cornerback, nickel, dime, and even safety, makes him the best defensive back in this draft class. If the Cowboys agree and Barron is still on the board when they're on the clock with the 12th overall pick, he could very well be their selection. Beyond securing Micah Parsons' future, the Cowboys front office has several other crucial contract extensions to handle this offseason. The cornerback market continues to evolve, with the latest shakeup coming from the Houston Texans, who secured Derek Stingley Jr. on a major contract. For Dallas, locking in Darren Bland is about more than just staying ahead of the financial curve, it's about maintaining the foundation of their defense. While Bland didn't quite match his breakout 2023 performance last season, he remains a key piece of the Cowboys' secondary. With uncertainty surrounding Trayvon Diggs, securing Bland's long-term future is critical. And from a financial perspective, acting now could save the Cowboys money in the long run. Extending Bland while he's coming off a slightly down year could result in a more team-friendly deal, avoiding the mistakes Dallas made in the past. Just look at CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott. The Cowboys had opportunities to extend both players after the 2022 season. Prescott, in particular, was coming off a season filled with interceptions, and a deal at that time could have been more manageable. But Dallas waited, and after both Lamb and Prescott delivered outstanding 2023 seasons, their leverage only increased. This is the Cowboys' chance to avoid making that same mistake with Bland. If this list were ranked solely by player importance, Tyler Smith would be much higher. Smith's journey with the Cowboys has been unique. When Dallas selected him in the first round of the 2022 draft, critics were skeptical. But since then, he's proven to be one of the team's smartest investments, emerging as a dominant force on the offensive line. With Zach Martin now retired, Smith is poised to take on an even greater leadership role. He's already mentoring fellow first-round pick Tyler Guyton, and his presence will be essential in keeping the offensive line strong for years to come. The Cowboys will almost certainly exercise Smith's 5th-year option this offseason. But that shouldn't stop them from working on a long-term extension. Locking him in now is the smart move. If Jerry Jones wants to generate buzz heading into the draft, one move could certainly do the trick, trading for a superstar wide receiver. One intriguing name in the mix? Miami Dolphins speedster Tyreek Hill. NFL analyst Ian Valentino recently proposed a blockbuster move in which Dallas could land Hill without even giving up their first-round pick. Such a deal would allow the Cowboys to keep their top selection and still add a game-changing running back in the draft. After years of avoiding big-money free agency moves, Jerry Jones could make a statement by acquiring Hill. This trade wouldn't necessarily require a first-round pick, meaning Dallas could land both a star receiver and a top-tier running back. While restructuring Hill's contract would be necessary, the Cowboys finally have the financial flexibility to make it work. Ian Valentino, the 33rd team. It would be a move that instantly elevates the Cowboys' offense and solidifies their place as contenders. But given Dallas' cautious approach to major trades in recent years, the question remains, would they be willing to pull the trigger? Brevin Spanford might not be the most talked-about player on the roster, but he's quietly proving his value as a dependable tight end. Last season, Spanford suited up for every game, primarily serving as a reliable blocker with occasional opportunities in the passing game. He finished the year with 9 catches for 88 yards, including an 18-yard gain. While he wasn't a go-to receiving option, his ability to block effectively kept him on the field. His challenge: the depth chart. With Jake Ferguson and Luke Schoonmaker ahead of him, along with the return of Stevens from injury, securing a long-term spot won't be easy. The Cowboys are also likely to add more competition at the position through the draft. That said, Spanford has something few others do: elite size. At 6 feet 6 inches and 260 pounds, he brings a physical advantage that sets him apart. If he continues to be a dominant run blocker while adding more playmaking ability, he could carve out a lasting role with the Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys could be looking to add a defensive playmaker from the Texas Longhorns to strengthen a unit led by Micah Parsons. With the 2025 NFL Draft just around the corner, anticipation is building as the Cowboys prepare to make critical roster decisions. Every year, the draft presents an opportunity for teams to bolster their lineups, secure future stars, and reinforce areas of need. While much of the focus for Dallas has been on positions like running back, wide receiver, defensive tackle, and backup quarterback, the team may also be looking beyond those immediate concerns. Micah Parsons, the team's defensive cornerstone, has recently made headlines with comments suggesting he might consider leaving if certain changes take place within the organization. While this speculation remains just that, speculation, it highlights the importance of ensuring the Cowboys' defense remains dominant for years to come. That means not only retaining current stars but also investing in young talent that can develop into future leaders on the field. One position that hasn't received as much attention in recent discussions is safety. Currently, the Cowboys have 2 reliable, high-level starters in Malik Hooker and Donovan Wilson, both set to take on key roles in the upcoming season. However, a major concern looms over the secondary. Both players are entering the final year of their contracts. If Dallas does not secure long-term deals with either player, the safety position could become a glaring weakness by the 2026 season. This uncertainty could push the Cowboys to focus on their defensive backfield in the draft, ensuring they have young talent ready to step up when needed. A strong safety can make all the difference in a defensive scheme, helping lock down the deep field, support in run defense, and provide the intelligence needed to anticipate offensive plays. One name that has reportedly caught the Cowboys' attention is standout safety Andrew Mukuba from the Texas Longhorns. According to Tommy Yarish of DallasCowboys.com, the Cowboys have scheduled a visit with Mukuba, a clear indication that the team is evaluating him as a potential addition to their roster. Mukuba is one of the most highly regarded defensive backs in this year's draft class. He played his final collegiate season with the Longhorns, where he delivered an impressive performance, finishing the season with 69 tackles, 7 passes defended, and 5 interceptions. His playmaking ability helped solidify him as one of the premier prospects at his position. Before transferring to Texas, Mukuba spent 3 years at Clemson, where he developed into a polished, well-rounded defensive back. His experience in 2 major college programs has allowed him to refine his skills against top-tier competition, making him an attractive prospect for NFL teams looking for a disciplined and intelligent safety. What sets Mukuba apart is his exceptional football instincts. His ability to read the game before it unfolds makes him a dangerous presence in the secondary. His vision and anticipation allow him to quickly diagnose passing routes, break on the ball with precision, and put himself in position to make key plays. He's not just a ball hawk, he's a defender with the ability to shut down big plays before they happen. In addition to his natural talent, Mukuba is praised for his leadership and high football IQ. Coaches and teammates describe him as a player who studies the game relentlessly, understands defensive schemes at a deep level, and can make adjustments on the fly. These qualities are highly valued in the NFL, where mental sharpness is just as important as physical ability. If the Cowboys decide to bring Mukuba on board, he could provide immediate depth to the secondary while also positioning himself as a long-term solution at safety. While he may not earn a starting role right away, he has the potential to become an indispensable part of the Dallas defense in the near future, especially with Hooker and Wilson both entering contract years. The decision to draft Mukuba would align with the Cowboys' recent draft strategy, which is focused on acquiring smart, versatile players who can make an impact early in their careers. If the team views him as a future leader in the secondary, they may be willing to invest a high pick in securing his talents. Ultimately, whether or not the Cowboys choose Mukuba will depend on how the draft unfolds. If other key positions of need, such as wide receiver, running back, or defensive tackle, are addressed early, then safety could become a bigger priority later in the draft. However, with Mukuba's combination of athleticism, intelligence, and playmaking ability, it wouldn't be surprising to see Dallas make a move to bring him to the star. As the 2025 NFL Draft approaches, all eyes will be on the Cowboys and their decisions. With a roster built to compete, securing the right additions in this year's draft could be the key to taking the team to the next level. Whether it's Mukuba or another top prospect, Dallas has a golden opportunity to strengthen its secondary and ensure the defense remains one of the most formidable in the league for years to come.